So away from sex, now we're going to talk about respect and TMI. So for who does know it, I believe, well, I know two of you on the couch know. There was a situation the other day where a female figure, a transgender woman, and a male, a butch queen, got into a fight, and so it was taped. It was in a hotel room. It wasn't at a ball, correct? It wasn't at anyone's house. It was at a hotel room, and it was put on social media. My first question is, do you feel it's appropriate for a male figure and a female figure to have an altercation where they put basically fisticuffs?
I feel like if the female figure...
And if it is... When is it appropriate for a guy to put his hands on a female?
It's never appropriate to put your hands on a female. But if the female is a female, like, is transgender, if she look herself as a woman and carry herself as a woman and consider herself a woman, she would never get into that type of altercation. She would just pay no mind. Or, you're a boy, I'm not going to fight you. Da-da-da. Like that. And he would give, she's a girl, I'm not going to fight her. But if she look at herself as a transsexual, not a woman, and then try to fight you like, oh, at the end of the day, I'm a fucking nigga, and da-da-da, and she's trying to rumble you, then you rumble her, because she feel like at the end of the day, she's a what? Nigga. So, if you feel like that, and you want to fight and rumble and tussle, you just making everybody else look at you just like how you are, acting, a nigga. So, if you're going to fight with a butch queen, everybody going to look at you like a butch queen. You want to walk away from the situation, that's how I feel. But if you want to fight and tussle like a man, go ahead. But I feel like also you should never let nobody put your hands on you neither. If he puts your hands on you, I think you should defend yourself.
But it still shouldn't be coming inside no fight.
Sure.
I feel like if, let's say, the guy should never provoke the fight due to the fact that...
I feel like he should walk away also.
You should definitely walk away, but because I've witnessed there's been a lot of disrespect to transgenders and stuff.
Yes.
You know, they don't put them on the same plateaus half the time as biological women, so they get disrespected a lot. And at the end of the day, they go through that process and all that stuff. They're technically a girl.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, there are some who still don't know how to act, and they're going around provoking male figures. They're looking to get into the altercations. They feel like they can get away with throwing the first hit. I feel like in that particular case, she should be able to be in that position to defend himself.
Because at the end of the day, they still have, some of them still have the strength of the guy. So them hitting you is not going to be like, oh, it's a girl hit. No, it's going to be like, oh shit, they really fucking hit me. I want to fuck this bitch up.
First of all, there should be no way in hell that your brothers or your brother that you call your brothers around you and you're fighting a butch queen.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So when you saw that, did it bother you?
Yes, it bothered me. Why did you fighting a whole butch queen?
Somebody came to Jasmine one time. We was in Chicago. We did not let that man try to attack her, did we?
Who was that?
Some old faggot tried to, and then he got beat up.
I get tried a lot. No shit. I just got tried in Virginia.
What happened?
He tried to shot me from my castle. It was just a big thing. Like,
how did that make you feel? You said you get tried a lot.
I get tried a lot.
Why do you think you get tried a lot?
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Does it bother you?
Nah, I be paying it.
I believe that too.
I really don't.
So, Jasmine, you are a female figure. How do you feel like if you was in a situation like that?
It's still not gonna make me fight you. Like, it's still not gonna make me fight you. If you hit me, then I'm gonna fight you. But it still shouldn't lead to that tussling like that. I don't get that. I didn't like it at all. I didn't appreciate it.
I feel like somebody that was like somebody who she called a friend or something, a brother. They should have stood up.
It
like,
was
no,
too many bush queens in that room.
If they look at you like a sibling or a friend, they would be like, no, you're not gonna fight my sister. You know, I'm gonna fight for her, like type thing. Or no, or not fight at all, type thing.
Because those two individuals were friends, correct?
I think so.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
So there was a post that Mika made, legendary Mika made a post, and it was basically, and Jazz, you probably could understand. I didn't see the actual picture, but me and Greg touched on it earlier. She basically made a post that it kind of really shocks and saddens her to see, you know, how transgender women are disrespected by people in the community that they look up, like they're basically guys that say, you know, you're my idol, you're my sister, you're my mother, yada, yada, yada. And yet they put these cartoons and pictures up degrading transgender women, make them a joke. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that? Do you feel in the community that your brothers and you know the males, period, respect you and other transgender women?
It depends what the picture was doing. Like, I done seen pictures, they'll be like, film queens be like this in the bathroom. I mean, I don't do that, so that wouldn't bother me. It depends what it was.
What was the picture, Greg?
Now, the picture that I've seen as of recently, and it probably wasn't the same picture she was referring to, but it does correlate with this topic. It says, it was a meme at the very top. It says, how to disable, and at the bottom it says, a femme queen. It was a cartoon. It was like split screen, a guy and a girl.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, and then the first slide it says, kick her in the groin first, and then you just see the cartoon illustration, like, and then in the second part it says, grab her down by her titties, and that's how you just
squeeze,
and that's how you disable her. And like, what? Who comes
I
up
feel
with
like,
this stuff? Like, yeah, you seen it, so how do you feel?
I would honestly say, I actually agree with that picture. The reason why I agree with that picture is because if you feel like you want to sit up here and fight a butch queen, then you do that shit to her. Yes, because you're supposed to be a girl and you had no motherfucking business fighting her.
But does it make it right?
It don't make it right, but I mean, if y'all fighting, go ahead.
Well, for someone, knowing her, that I know that she does, I can bet my life on it, that I know she didn't see that fight at all. I can bet, because she doesn't even go on her news feed because she doesn't like to see a lot of this stuff. So, being a transgender woman, just seeing a picture like that, do you think that someone will find it offensive?
Yeah.
It's true though.
Ones that, mind you, like I said, like I separated them. Ones who, some of them will find, especially ones who try to live their life as everyday females, they'll be like, oh, that's very defensive because I don't want to be looked at as no transgender that only they can do is pull on my tits and kick me in my dick and I'm not disabled.
Right. And I'm like,
but all in reality though, what they basically saying, like, grab her bags and kick her in her dick. You could do that. You could do that to a boy. Kick him in his dick, and he gonna fall down. When he fall down, you need him. You could do the same thing and disable a butch queen. I could make a post like that and say disable a butch queen.
True.
How many butch queens gonna feel disrespected in?
Nobody.
None.
So should disagreements be voiced?
That's how I feel. It was true. You want to disable her? Fuck her up like that. You want to disable a butch queen? You kick him in his nuts, and then when he going down, you kick him in his head. What's the problem?
So should disagreements, should they be taken to Facebook? For example, you and Jay are best friends, and let's say you guys had a falling out. How do you feel if you guys were to get on Facebook and basically read each other or have the argument out on Facebook?
I think that'd be rocky.
Honest, I don't even get into that Facebook argument. I'll probably go back and forth. When I see it getting too serious, I stop. When I see you, I'm gonna punch you in your face. That's me. And that's how that other fight started. But I don't get into that stuff.
Greg is like, wow, this is a lot.
I'm gonna say one thing. I grew up around a lot of boys, and I was forced to fight. So just all this pretty, oh, she's pretty and she's BANGI CUNT, is for a reason. Like, this is how I grew up. Like, you had to learn how to fight. Like, you can't just sit there and be pussy. No.
No, you can't.
Hell no. But I don't do that Facebook shit. That Facebook gangsters for
Yeah, I don't like all
That's
that.
like somebody playing on your phone. You arguing with them. They calling you private. You can't be calling back.
Like arguing with fake profiles.
Yeah.
I feel like actions speak
when I
louder
see
words.
you,
If you're gonna say all this
beat
stuff on Facebook, and then I call it, won't you just, when you see me in person, say the same thing. Don't sit there and be like,
yeah, I hate that.
and I'm sitting there like you like this, and you up there. Oh hi Jay, da da da. I don't understand why we was fighting, da da da. Like trying to squash it. I don't like that.
I feel like it doesn't solve anything.
Some people have fun going back and forth though.
Yeah.
I see it all the time.
Because some people they get off of the attention that other people will feed into.
Just sit back laughing at it and stuff.
I just say okay, or I'm not gonna feed into it. I just say K, or like they say all this stuff. I just be like K, and not even a person. Just be all.
My favorite line is, picture this: Yankee Stadium, all them seats, have a seat. Like, what's the problem? I'm not going back and forth with you.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.